Time to take a look at another intriguing mid-major conference tournament. I am mid-major Matt, sportsmemo.com. It is the SOCON conference. It will take place in Asheville, North Carolina, with the festivities beginning on Friday. Let's take a look at the bracket here. And as you could tell, just 2 games on a Friday and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's a pretty normal looking bracket. There aren't really any sort of advantages here and some tough matchups coming up down the line for some of the teams. Take a look at the odds here. There's some potential value here depending upon who you like in this conference. Let's start out talking about the 1 seed Chattanooga. 24-7, 14-4 in conference. They went 6-2 down the stretch. This is a team that plays slow. They're a team that has very solid defensive numbers here. Their offense is a little bit shaky. 6th shooting the 2, 7th shooting the 3, 5th from the free throw line. These are only conference numbers as usually what I've done in these videos. Defensively, they are number 1 defending the three-pointer in this conference. That's pretty big because everybody loves to shoot the 3 in the SOCON. Their conference losses, there's some asterisks involved. They lost at Western Carolina, no Jean-Baptiste for that game. They lost at Sanford. They lost at home to Greensboro, and they lost at home to VMI. No Silvio D'Souza for those games, and he's been a massive difference maker for them. Definitely worth a look to check out Chattanooga in this one, although they have a little bit of a tougher path. The 2 seed, Furman, arguably the most talented team in the conference, 20-11, 12-6 in the conference, but they went 3-4 down the stretch. Very good offensively. 3rd from the 2-point line, 2nd from the 3-point line, 1st from the free throw line. Over almost 55% of their shots in conference play have come from 3-point land. So this team lives and dies by the 3. If they're hot, they're going to be tough to beat. If they're not, they could go out pretty early. Their defense is pretty good. 2nd defending the 2, 2nd defending the 3. They were swept by Chattanooga, lost by 2 on the road, lost by 6 at home. So they were 2 close games at least. They also lost at VMI. They also lost to Greensboro, East Tennessee State, and Sanford on the road as well. I like this Furman Paladins team, but their 3-point percentage has to be on point for them to make it through this tournament. And then the sneaky team here, and this one also, much like UNC Asheville, we need to check on injury status, and it's VMI. 9-9 in conference, lost 4 of their last 5, but a couple of those were because they didn't have Jake Stevens. And it's hard to get information from the military school, so it's going to be one of those situations where you might want to wait until tip-off for their first game. In their first game against Wofford. But Jake Stevens is huge for this team. VMI is 2nd from the 2-point land, 1st from 3-point land, 4th from the free throw line, and they're actually been pretty good on defense. They lost by 4 to Chattanooga in their only game. Then they beat them, by 5 on the road. They split with Furman as well, beating them at home and losing on the road. So the Keydets have wins over the top 2 seeds. I think that's where the value is, and make sure to shop around because these books have some violently different odds when it comes to VMI. So basically, look, if you're going to put some money down in this conference, I think it's Chattanooga or Furman are your favorites, and then VMI is your sneaky team. Sanford is going to be there. They played well down the stretch, but I like VMI a little bit more than I like Sanford, and that's the SOCON conference. You can find my stuff at sportsmemo.com. I am Mid-Major Matt. Sign off.